We all expect justice after a crime is committed, but now some cases involving DNA evidence will have to be reanalyzed, and even some of them go back to court. We've told you about the problems at the Austin DNA lab. Well, agencies across the state are also dealing with a change in scientific standards. KXAN investigator Kevin Schwaller reports on the massive effort underway across Texas.
Imagine you're on a jury and prosecutors believe they have the DNA of the suspect. They show you this, 1 in 100 million. This is pretty much the chance of going out and finding someone randomly who has the same DNA match. Well, the way scientists come up with this number changed, and it's prompting an unprecedented review of cases statewide.
Amanda Marzullo works with the Texas Defender Service, which focuses on death penalty cases. Lawyers here heard about changes in analyzing DNA samples with DNA from multiple people. Now they're waiting to learn what it could mean for death row inmates.
Like everybody was sort of panicked trying to figure out how many cases were affected by this, and we still don't necessarily know.
It's much larger than anything I've seen in this state or any other state.
Bob Wyckoff is a big part of determining which cases across the state could need a second look. He says so far his team has taken in 750 cases and have found about 30 that qualify for reanalysis. Wyckoff says the new results often don't help the convict and are actually more conclusive, but not always.
Upon retesting, they couldn't even match that person to the DNA. It was rendered inconclusive. So that's a big change in the direction favoring the defendant.
How many cases could end up back in court remains unclear.
There are probably very, very few cases that will have new evidence that will somehow cast doubt on the guilt in that particular case.
Kevin Schwaller, KXAN, investigates.
The director of the review project says there may be tens of thousands of cases that need to be examined to see if they qualify for reanalysis. He says getting through the workload could take years. We told you some of the issues could extend to death row, so we wanted to see how many people are on death row from Central Texas. Right now there are 6 inmates from Travis County. Bastrop County has 1, and Hayes and Williamson County each also have 1 person on death row.